guys? Welcome back. So we kind of been behind a little bit on the videos. I haven't really posted in a little bit. I haven't posted week 3 and 4. I haven't posted. I don't even think I filmed. Actually, I think week 3. I think 4 and 5 is in this camera. But I haven't really filmed at all. And here's the other problem. So this camera, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it doesn't close anymore. And you might be wondering, oh, did you put the thing in? This is the thing, right? You slide it up, it doesn't close. And the reason it doesn't close is because I by accident knocked it over, and now the little piece that's right in here, right there, is broken off. So I have to go see if I can get it fixed. But until then, we're going to be kind of just not able to film, which is pretty bad, but it's part of it. But some updates. So as you guys know, we were kind of going through the agency. We ran out of money. We were running out of money. We went into debt. We did all of that. And so we kind of had to come up with a new plan, like how to get out of debt, how to make money quick, how to do this. And we started doing window cleaning. And this became, we already made it, that couple thousand from it. But this worked really well. It started making me a lot of money. And it is making me a lot of money. Due to the weather, I wasn't able to get the windows done this weekend, but we're gonna do it this week. Probably make $1,000. But yeah, we're going in on this window cleaning thing, and we're building out a window cleaning business, like a small window cleaning business, something that can fund the agency, that can fund the software startups, that can actually be like a buildable and scalable. And that's kind of where we are. I'm editing week 3. I'm gonna edit week 4 and 5. I'm gonna put it up, post it. But the last time we filmed, I think, was early April, and it's currently May 3rd. It just happened to be that lacrosse came in. I got super busy, trying to get out of debt, trying to do this, starting up this. I just been super busy. The one thing that I keep questioning too is am I on track? My goals, I put my goals way too soon. I wanted to achieve everything right away. I wanted to achieve everything at 17, at 18, 19. And in reality, it's yeah, that would be great, but I've learned so much more in marketing. I've learned so much more in sales. I've learned so much more about people, about hiring, about all these different things that I would have never have learned if I didn't get knocked down like this. And I think that's something that's just huge, right? Is we just you have to get knocked down. You have to be in that situation where it's you don't know what's going to kind of be happening until it happens, right? And it's that's what we kind of got into is I have no idea what the next play really is for me. My kind of idea that I'm thinking is make money with the window cleaning as much as we can, kind of build up my stocks, my crypto, everything back up, get everything going well, buy out some systems, buy out some employees, different people, and really just try our absolute best to build a company out of what we have and put money back into a software company and everything, and just scale as much as we can. But we're gonna put money back into this business, window cleaning business, to scale it as much as we can too. And I think just trying to run those two simultaneously, it's gonna be more of running Metz's Media until the point to where I can run both of them simultaneously is pretty much the goal. This will have to be put on pause eventually. But yeah, I just think we were seeing too much of the online quick money, all these things, and I think it's the biggest thing that I really needed to do is sit back and really understand, okay, what do I want, what do I need to do. Now my days consist of me learning about the window cleaning business, me learning about how to get more clients, how to do this, how to do that. And I think I got to spend a lot more time too of learning again, just relearning Facebook ads, relearning Google ads, relearning TikTok ads, relearning marketing. I just got to not relearn it, but just build more. I've learned so much about marketing. I've learned so much about people, about how people buy, about how to craft good offers, about putting the customer first, about all these things. And it's just these things are just things that I've learned over kind of this course of getting knocked down, and realizing too is working a job, right? Having a small side hustle is not bad. Everyone thinks oh yeah, you work a 9 to 5, you're stuck, but it's looking good because it does teach you a lot that you would need to know. And it does show you kind of like the day to day operations, and that it also sucks to work in that and that how you want to get out. Um, and so, that's kind of where we are. But yeah, we built a window cleaning website so far. We're building a company out with it. Maybe eventually something that we could scale and exit down the line. But for right now, it's just something small that we can do to kind of just make some money, fund the business, fund what we're trying to build, what we're trying to do, and just, become successful with it. Like, I think it's so much about, like, it's not about finding the right vehicle, but also finding the right plan too. Like, I think a lot of people get into business, especially young kids, thinking like, all right, I'm just gonna go. But in reality, there's so many ways to fast track success. Like, people say there's not, but there's so many ways to fast track. Like, buying out mentorships, buying out systems, hiring people that have skills that you don't, they're good at, and just like being able to connect that and do all that. That's what, like, an entrepreneur is. I think, like, even if you're really, really good at one skill, making yourself versatile in like all the other skills, I think is like super important, because like, yes, you could be very, very good at, SEO, Google Ads, or you could be a technical and very good at code, but like, if you don't know at least some of like sales or some of marketing or some of this or that, like, you're very going to be very stuck without a business partner, without someone, without capital, right? It's like, you can go and invest a lot, but like the return might not be there. That's the other thing that I've learned is like, I invested into the company, I invested into it, and the return wasn't there. And now it's not like, oh, like investing, it doesn't work. It's just more like, I made the wrong investment, right? I made the wrong choice. I made the wrong things. I tried to do all these other things before I just focus on the core thing. And the core thing is like, we just have to rebuild the company as something of like, okay, like, just me, my business partner, just me, like building it up as small as possible for as long as possible, and keeping it there until like eventually I can go and just have, so much capital that's it's easy to get clients, it's easy to do these things. I kind of got chopped with my haircut, sorry. But yeah, that's like where really I'm at with this, is like, I'm just trying to make it work, and I'm trying to find like the best path, the best situation for me. I'm like, okay, this is what, we're going to do. This is plan A, B, C. And like, how do we go down the line doing that? How does that look for us? How does that like, feel for us? And ultimately just like, understanding business is better, understanding service-based business is better. This is going to help with everything. And I think the last thing, kind of like mistake I made is I think I hired too early. Right? Like, I thought I was ready. I thought that would scale. But I think the whole problem with that is like, I was looking for people that could do the work for me. When in reality, it's like, you got to be investing your time, your money, your resources into these people to get them better. Like, yeah, like, I wanted people that could scrape their own weeds, people that could kind of run their own thing. But like, in reality, like, you got to find people that the best people are going to want proven system, a proven process, a structured, good, organized process, a way for them to win right out of the gate, right? Like, any employee wants that. It's like, a good employee, A-player employee wants to win right out of the gate. So you have to build that process and that system to make them win out of the gate, or else it's just going to crash and burn. And that's exactly what happened to me. And so I think now is more of like, especially as a young teen, like, I don't have a lot to, lose. Like, I don't have a lot to fall on. And so I think the best thing I can do right now is, like I said, is like, do the window cleaning, do the gutter cleaning, do these services, do the odd jobs, work a part-time job, like, just make as much money as possible, which you guys seen me do before, and just keep investing it, but this time invest it smartly, right? Make the right hire at the right time, do the work myself, build the systems, build the processes, learn the skills, all of that myself, rather than just trying to like outsource and do nothing. I think like the whole, I don't know, I feel like a lot of kids get stuck in that same situation as me, and like they give up. And I think the whole reason they give up is not because it doesn't work or, they're lame. I think it's just because they don't see like the actual amount of work it takes to get to that point, and they don't understand it's like even if you hire people out, there's still so much work you have to do to make sure that person's successful. Like it's like like business is a team sport. Like it's a team sport. There's no like me. Like yeah, you could be a one person business, but it's like you still have to pay for the best AI tools. You still have to pay for the best things, the best that. Like you're still investing money so you're successful, right? So it's like you have to just keep working as much as you can with the person you hire to make them the best possible, employee for you. Like if you're hiring a media buyer, like you have to hire them, you have to go over their ads, their creatives, what they're doing, their process, their system, how they make ads, how they run the ads, how they schedule the campaigns, all of that. So then that way you can find like, okay, like what's the gaps, what's the loopholes, what's the things in the process that need to fix, and that's the overall best. But yeah, I mean, I think really like it needs to be one where it's like, okay, like, they're seeing everything. So hold on. This is the mobile version of the window cleaning website that we built. It's, just a little landing page. It's a one-pager website, and it leads us to a call us button. This is kind of like the web version. Same thing. One-page website, call us button, get your quote button. It's not supposed to be anything fancy. It's not supposed to be anything crazy. It's just supposed to get people active and kind of build that company like feel to it. And kind of just like going about business is like I didn't realize how long it actually takes to learn the skills, to learn the processes and like the actual things that go into it, right? Like when I first started, I really did think of like, okay, like this is gonna be super easy. I call people up, everyone needs marketing, every business needs marketing. They're gonna close, it's gonna be quick, right? Like you don't really realize, and it's like the offer is the biggest part. Like an offer has like you have to be so customer centered that it makes it like customer service is the number one thing. Because here's the thing, like even if you fuck up, if you mess up, if you don't do as good quality, if the customer service is the best customer service possible and like the most quality customer service, it doesn't matter. They're gonna be happy either way. But like with the window cleaning, right? Like maybe if I leave a couple streaks, maybe I miss a couple spots, but my customer service was super super good. My offer was super super good. They're not gonna care, right? Because they're happy. At the end of the day, you want to make the customer happy. Customers care about results. Your customers, care about what it's gonna benefit them. And so it's just like create a good offer that's around them, that's risk free, do good business. Like doing good business is gonna ultimately allow you to just make more money. I feel like if you do bad business, like yeah, you could be successful with it, but it's like so, pointless because even if you are successful, you could be 10 times more successful with good business. Because let's say you make one guy happy, now he's going to refer you to 5 other people, and that's 5x right there from one client. Let's say you do bad business and you have to keep tracking. Even if you get 10 clients, well, you did bad business, that 10 client maybe they'll stay, maybe they won't stay, but it's like, okay, like they're staying, what are you going to do now, though? You already did bad business, you don't have their trust, they're going to not want to pay you, you're not going to make as much money from them, you're not going to be able to do anything. So it's like, you got to just like, do good business at all cost. And the last thing as like kind of like a young entrepreneur is that, don't like, I'm not going to say like, oh, don't do school, but I'm saying like, don't focus so hard in the classroom. Like you have like, especially if you've been doing this for 1, 2, 3, 4 years, even with no results, like you have so much more skills than a lot of other kids. And I'm not saying like, oh yeah, I'm an entrepreneur, you don't do any work. Like if you actually sat down, you grinded, you focused on learning the skills, you focused on learning the things, you focused on, becoming good at your craft, becoming good at what you want to do and like what you want to build, like those are the skills. You made the connections, you made the LinkedIn, you made the websites, like you did all of that, right? Like that's what I'm saying is like, you already have so many like more valuable skills than every other kid that's in that classroom, right? No matter their college resume, their college transcript, like nothing like that, like you have so many more skills. And I think too is like a business owner, right? Like a business owner is gonna look at that, and even if you failed a business, they're gonna see like, okay, this guy actually had a business. He actually like he gave it all, And that's like what they want to see because they know you can think like a business owner. And like personally as a business owner, that's what I want my employees to think like because if they're in their mindset of like, look, I gotta do good, I gotta keep it well, like that's all that matters. Like just do my part. You want them to think, okay, how can I speed up this process for other media buyers, for other salespeople, for other AI developers? Like, how can I speed up this process, right? How can I help the company make more money? How can I help the company be better? Like, that's what you want from an employee because, like, those are the people that are gonna actually lead your company to success. A guy that just is a do what you're told, get it done quick, is not always the best guy because he is just doing what you tell him to do. You might miss stuff. You might not ever get a response from him. Like, you want people giving you feedback. You want to be like, hey, Nick, I hate this process that you have. Fix it. This is what I suggest you do. Because a lot of these guys that you're going to be hiring, a lot of these people that you're going to be hiring, if they have experience, they've had experience in countless of other places or another place. And that other place could be bigger than you, could be smaller than you, but it could run things differently. And the whole goal of this is like customer success and employee satisfaction, right? If you get your customers to have success, you get them the best customer service, you get them the best quality, the best everything, and you do like the best you possibly can for them, they're going to refer you to 10x more people. They're going to bring on more clients. They're going to pay you more money. You're going to make more money. They're going to be happy to stay with you for longer. And if you treat your employees right and you pay them well, you give them more, you give back to them, they're going to want to make you more money. Like, I feel like so many people look past that. Like, if you're making $1 million a year and you have this one guy that's like pretty much majority of your business, dude, give him 100K, give him 150K, give him 200K, right? Like maybe even 300 or 400,000. Like you might be like, dude, I'm giving up 30-40% of my company or my revenue, but it's like you're giving up to someone that is working countless for you, and that's just gonna motivate them more, right? It's like that's going to give them that piece of, okay, I want to actually do good by Nick. Like, I want to make him more money, right? And it's like, I think the best structure for any company for, like, this goes for any employee too, is like a base plus commission. Like, hey, you're going to make this much X amount of money a month, but then, like, you get commission based off, like, the more money you make us, the more money, like, and I think that's the best way because, like, you're going to be able to have these guys, like, how can I make more money? Because, like, if they're making you more money, they're going to make more money. I think, like, base plus commission is really good. Bonuses are really good. You want these people incentivized. You want these people growing. You want these people, like, getting motivated. And I think, like, the best way to do that is to be able to set aside money from the gate of, like, okay, this is what I want to do. The last kind of thing I want to talk about is, like, mentorships and coaching. I think mentorships and coaching are very, very good. But here's the one thing I want to say is, like, I don't think anyone should join a coaching program or an offer program without starting by themselves. Like, I think, like, a coaching program and a mentorship program, right? And this doesn't go for courses, but this goes for, like, coaching and mentorship. It's to take you from one place to another, right? And I feel like if you're at zero, it's going to be so much harder for you to actually get in because you have no actual, like, yeah, you're paying $5,000, but now you have to learn all the skills really, really quickly. Compared to, like, if you try it on your own, you watch the YouTube videos, you go and try building systems on your own, you go and try, cold calling or, doing the service on your own or getting more clients, getting more, like, service-based clients, like, whatever business you're in, right? Like, you go and try it on your own. That is gonna, be better for you than buying a mentorship, buying a course right away. I think the reason for that is because, like, a course or a mentorship and a coaching program, these guys that are the ones that are good at least know how to scale quickly. And I think it's harder to tell someone to start from zero because I feel like starting from zero is different from everyone. Like some people might have cold called their way to success. Others might have struggled, ran the ads, got success. Others might have struggled with cold calling, ran ads, didn't get success, wasted money. Built AI systems, didn't get success, wasted money. Tried something else, didn't get success, and then switched business models. And then now they're successful. Right? It's because everyone starts from zero. And it's like getting you to that point. And so I think like if you start right away, like if you put all your money into a digital marketing mentorship or like a SMMA or freelance brand scaling mentorship right away, like you're gonna lose out on so much because now you're locked in, and that business model might not be for you. And I think you can't do it you can't build a company for the money. Like, I feel like that's the problem. It's like a lot of people try to get successful. You have to build a company to build something that's big and build something that's bigger than you. Like, at the end of the day, your goal should be to grow the company and grow, like, the clients you have, the services you do, the things you do, because that's ultimately going to make you more money. But at the end of the day, it's going to make you more happy, because you're going to be translating too much of your input to dollars, to revenue, and that's how you burn out. And, like, you're going to be transferring all that, oh, I spent $5,000 on a course, why am I not making this? Well, it's because, like, you don't actually know. You haven't actually tried yourself. You think it's going to be handed to you. And a lot of the coaching and mentors are not handed to you at all. They tell you the structured process, but, like, a lot of the times you have to know, okay, this is what this guy's talking about. This is what this means. This is what I should do. This is what I tried. And, like, if you didn't try stuff, like, you're never going to know. And that's the whole point. It's like, you have to start and make at least your first $1,000, $2,000 online before you go and put your money into a coaching or mentorship, because then you're actually going to know what it took to get to that first 1,000. And maybe it's super easy for you, maybe it's super hard for you, but, like, your first $1,000, that's like when, okay, now I kind of have the process, I kind of know what it's like I've closed a couple clients. That's where, like, you kind of go. But yeah, kind of like the week and everything of what I've been doing, and kind of just going with that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll upload some more videos
That's just
soon.
how I rock and roll.